Hello, welcome to Midweek Chaos Cooking Live. I'm Mrs. T. We're going to make, or attempt to make, turkey burgers today. That's still dripping. Hopefully those are thawed out because they could still be frozen and we're going to use them anyhow. But welcome to the chaos, everybody. How has your Wednesday been? How's your week been? It's been a whole week since I went live and the kids threw this on the floor again. Susan, how are you doing?
Hi, Mom's life is vegan!
You gotta move your step stool over a little bit so they can see you. They can't see you. Okay, now try again. Danny is here! Hello, hello! Welcome to the chaos!
I can tell you, Mommy.
Oh, thank you. I have 4 different opening ones and it's chaos here all the time. Real food, real life, real chaos with 3 boys, a husband, a puppy. You never know what to expect. I think this is my 4th live over here. So it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed switching over. Danny says hi.
Hi, Daddy.
I really enjoyed switching over here. Super excited for content coming out next month and everything. But what? What did you say?
The mailman's showing up.
The mailman showing up?
Yeah.
Oh, so Freya barks. Welcome to the chaos. We have Aldi's French fries for dinner tonight. I'm going to put these in the air fryer basket and just have them chill out there. So Bobby says hi.
Hi, Bobby.
He's my sidekick. The older 2 don't get to come on yet, but he's been on social media since ultrasound pictures, so, and what are you doing? He's trying to smash the tomato. Welcome to the chaos. Yep, never a dull moment over here. I have a ninja flip, so I'm going to just pull out the whole basket and throw in. I need to back you up a little bit. There you go.
Oh, yay.
I'm going to throw our French fries in here when we're ready. How long do we need to cook them? 360 for 12 minutes. I'm sure we'll forget. I'll put the bag to the side. Anybody else look at the instructions and how long to cook them, get everything ready, and then have to look at it again because they forgot already? Is that just me? Yep. Are good, seasoned. If you haven't tried these are amazing. They're good. I know Susan's had them. What? It's frozen. Can we cook them first? No, you want a frozen French fry. No, there's nothing wrong with frozen French fries, I guess. It's the only one you're getting. I'm going to cook the rest of them. Welcome to the chaos. Never know what to expect here, that's for sure. All right, we have those. They're just chilling. I have not turned the air fryer on, but those are on the side. With kids, it's never a dull moment, especially in my house. I have an 11-year-old, an 8-year-old, and he'll be 3 on the 12th. So, yeah. I love it, though. Absolutely love it. Turkey. They are good French fries, aren't they, Susan? What should we do with our ground turkey? I have the ground turkey, but I don't know how I want to season it today. I have no clue what I want to put in it. I know I don't want to make it into meatloaf, so no eggs and breadcrumbs and all of that stuff. But how would you season your turkey for hamburgers, turkey burgers? I can't have cow meat, so we use a lot of ground turkey around here. What should we put in them? Any suggestions while I try and get into this? There we go. I'm doing 2 pounds because there's a lot of us. I'm going to go throw these in the trash can. You're going to take over?
Yeah, go live.
You're going to go live? Okay, I need in so I can wash my hands, though. Can I go in so I can wash my hands?
Hi, live. We're making chicken.
Turkey.
Turkey.
Turkey burgers.
Turkey burger.
What should we put on our turkey burgers?
Fries.
Fries. French fries on our turkey burgers. How about some salt and pepper? No. Well, Mom's putting salt and pepper on. We need some. Can you get your face off of there, please? You can't have raw turkey. That would be bad. Put some salt in here. I might add a little bit more once we mix it all up. I need to get the pepper.
I need to get the pepper.
You gonna put the pepper on?
Yeah.
Okay, you put the pepper on. Oh boy. Italian parsley, garlic, onion powder. That's probably more than enough pepper. I like Susan's ideas. Italian parsley, garlic, onion powder. I wonder if we have the chicken. I'm going to see if we have any Danos. No, not for turkey. More like maybe not some of the seasoning flavors. Ooh. What if we do this one? What does this one have? This has garlic, sea salt, onion, some type of sugar. I can't pronounce that type of sugar. Butter powder, paprika, black pepper, chives, mustard, parsley, thyme, chili flakes, and vinegar. That seasoning sound good? I think that seasoning sounds good. This is one of them that my husband got when he was delivering packages. He delivered, I don't remember how many hundreds of pounds of spices to this person's house, and they gave him some free spices. This one, can you smell it? Can you smell it? Does it smell good? He says it doesn't smell good. I really, really like this. That's what I just put in there. It's really good. I know they're from Nebraska, somewhere on my husband's route. That's as far as I can tell you. I'm going to take my jewelry off so I can mix this up. Anything else we should put in here? I'll probably do another round of seasonings. Yep, it's still a little frozen. This chunk right here is still frozen. But it's thawed enough that I can just squish it and... No, because this is raw chicken, dude. I don't want you doing this yet.
I'll do it.
Not yet. I will deal with you and raw chicken another day. Maybe when I'm not live. Okay? All right, I'm going to break up another frozen piece right here. Welcome to the chaos when we don't thaw our ground turkey out all the way, and we're still using it for dinner tonight.
Hi, it's me, Frankie and the dog.
You are not Freaky the dog.
And Mom's in my
Oh
way.
boy.
And Mom's in my way.
I am going to wash my hands really quick because I'm going to touch the seasonings again. And if you touch your seasonings, then you have to sanitize the bottle. If you have raw meat all over your hands, don't touch that, dude. So I'll probably wash my hands like 5 million times today because that's just the way it goes. Okay, you can go in the bathroom and wash your hands. Shredded cheese in the burger. That sounds like a great idea. I'll have to see if I can grab some. Let me season this one more time, and then I will grab. I think I have some cheddar. Sounds like a really good idea, Susan. I like that. Does anybody twist their top of their seasoning to get it to come out? I saw somebody do that, and then I finally had a bottle to do it because usually I use these ones and you can't twist the top. But if you twist the top of them, then it comes out really easy. Like the third time maybe that I've done that method. I'm going to go see if I have some cheese to throw in there really quick. See, because I like that idea. Shredded cheese. I had taco style cheese. That work? I think that'll work. I do like that idea. Because we have cheese stacks around here. It actually works really good. I was kind of skeptical at first, but it works really good if you have the circle tops. It doesn't work with ones like that. Of course, these ones are cheaper, but it is what it is. All right. Put some cheese in here. I'm making them extra cheesy. Like that. Anybody need some cheese stacks? Cheese stacks! Good cheese. I think that has a little flavor in it too. All right, so we're gonna mix our turkey up a little bit more. Mixy, mixy, mix. And Jet's probably just playing with water in the bathroom now instead of actually washing his hands. I'm gonna end up making 8 patties. So there's 5 of us. So we should potentially have leftovers. But we'll see. Sometimes when my husband gets home, he eats everything. Or sometimes when I think we're going to have tons of leftovers, there's even not enough for dinner. So anybody else have that problem? Where you're like, all right, I'm going to, what?
He didn't just wash his hands. He clogged up the sink again.
Okay, you guys can play with them for a little bit. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, anybody else ever like double a recipe and go, okay, we'll have enough for me to put in the freezer for another night, and then there's not even enough for leftovers the next day? That happened to anybody else? I'm going to be using these pans. I have 2 of them. I finally found out why this one takes longer to cook though, because the bottom's different. If you see that one, it's the same company, but the bottoms are different. And that one, completely different. This one cooks a lot faster. I'm still going to use both of them though. So they work really well for eggs and burgers. We've done pancakes in them too. I absolutely love them. So I'm going to split my mix in half, then take a bunch out, mix it up just a little bit. And then we are going to make 4 patties out of this. Anything you guys think I missed adding to our meat? Or is this good enough? Wow! As we have a runaway ground turkey. Makes a difference. Yeah, it does make a difference. It's just baffles me that it took that long to figure out that that was the issue. I'm just squishing these into my circles. I'll show you in a second what it looks like as I make a mess all over the place, because that's what it's. Susan, I'm glad you're here and interacting. I appreciate it. I know we'll have more people watching the recording, because that's the great thing about YouTube is I can go live and then anybody can watch it on their own time. I'm used to having lots and lots and lots of people in the room, so I'm still getting used to building over here. That one has a lot more than this one does. All right. Let's see if I can grab this and show it to you. This is what it looks like. We just have 4 patties in our pan, and I'm going to grab our other one. Maybe, because my hands are full of turkey. All right. Then we'll split these ones up. I will put our extra camera on so you can see one of the pans cooking. While the burgers are cooking, we will probably get our fries started, and then I have lettuce, tomato, onion to slice up. Words hard. Yeah, Susan, it will take time, but you know what? I really like it on YouTube so far. I really do. I'm glad I'm making the switch. They definitely cater more to work-life balance or content creation life balance a lot more than TikTok did. So TikTok, they wanted you to go live 7 days a week, post like 3 to 5 times a day. Now I can post, I will be posting either a video on Monday or Tuesday, Scripture Sunday or Motivational Monday, and then my lives are on Wednesday, and then some type of content on Fridays. First Friday of the month will be recipe videos, and then it kind of goes from there. I recorded a sandwich bread recipe video that's going to be coming out here soon. I'm editing that one up, but I think that's going to turn out really good. And then we have our weekly lives. Oh, that one's big. I have some bigger burgers and some smaller ones. Apparently I did not do a great job of making these even, but I will give the smaller ones to children, and some of the larger ones the adults can have. I'm going to move a little bit onto that one though. There we go. And then I'm going to poke a little indentation in the middle of all of these. It actually helps it cook. I will show you in a second after I wash my hands and I can hold the pan up a little bit better. All right, hands, a mess. Let's wash them before we contaminate the entire kitchen with raw turkey. There we go. All right. Keep us safe, right? Wash your hands when you touch raw meat. So this is what this one looks like. I put just a little indentation in the middle of it. Somebody in the comments can tell me why it makes a difference. It just does. Put that over there. I will turn our stovetop camera on. Whoa, that needs adjusted. Wrong way. There you go. You can kind of see both of them. And we're going to cook those. Maybe if it wants to turn on. There we go. That one turned on a lot faster. We will get those cooking. Put my jewelry back on. We'll get our French fries started. And we'll go from there. All right. Because I already forgot what we need to put these on. Air fryer 360. All right. Air fryer temp 360. How long? It says 12 minutes. I'm going to do 6 minutes. And then I'm going to move them around on the tray a little bit more. And then we'll do another 6 minutes. Hopefully that will crisp them up enough and not get them unevenly cooked. So this needs to go to the trash can. And then I have smoked cheddar slices. We have little buns for the 3-year-old. I will probably take one of the big ones and slice it up for some of these. Found these in discount for $1.22. It was a huge container of them. And then we have big hamburger buns for the rest of the family. Lettuce, tomato, onion. Got a couple different types of pickles here. I think that's what we're going. Oh, and then obviously ketchup and mustard when we get to that point. So I'm going to go throw this away. Yes, yummy cheese. So much cheese. We got a little bit of cheese in our burgers. And then we'll top them with cheese as well because it just sounds good. So, yes. And I don't know how long the turkey burgers will take to cook, but as you can see, they're both cooking. And the one in the white pan will take longer. I love pickles too, and I just realized we have tons of pickle juice in the refrigerator, like so much I might actually have to dump some of it. And I went to grab pickles for dinner tonight, and we're almost out. Like, this container, I think we have like 3 little spears in them. But thankfully, I found the really good ones from my friend's farm. So we're good for tonight. Pickles are on the grocery list. So we're probably going to be eating a lot. I'm probably going to be eating a lot of pickles over the fall, winter time. Does anybody else just grab a jar of pickles and start eating pickles? Or is just me? I love pickles. Now we're in the hurry up and wait stage. We could probably slice up our tomato. Hurry up and wait for things to cook. Going to be a pretty easy dinner tonight. If you don't have the cool circle pans, go ahead and use a regular frying pan. They work just as well. I just like these ones because I feel like they portion control. Although one of them seems very thick, so we'll have to see how that one turns out. I'll probably just pull off the lettuce. I don't think I'm going to slice that. Green olives. No, thank you. I do not like any type of olives at all. I don't think Jet does either. But Frankie, my husband, loves any type of olives as far as I know. I know he likes black olives. I have our tomato. I'm going to use this type of knife, the one with the wavy edge. And I'm just going to slice that up so we have that to put. I only have 1 tomato left though. I thought I got enough tomatoes for today, for this week. Apparently I didn't. So we'll see how. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing? No cake. And Jet doesn't want cake for his birthday either. He wants cookies. So, which is fine with me. He wants me to get them ordered from a local cookie store here. And I'm like, that's fine. I just sliced up all of our tomatoes to little rounds to put on our turkey burgers. I'm going to slice up the rest of the onion. I will put the onion on mine. I don't think most of the family will have onion, but some of us will. That piece looks like it is not good anymore. I don't have a trash bag out. Awesome. I'm just going to slice this into, I'll show you. Like that. That's totally not even, but that's what we're doing. Welcome to the chaos. Probably wrong sharp pointy object to use for slicing onions, but it's out. If anybody looks in my description to this video, you can see there's a couple links there. There's a Throne account where some stuff that are borderlining on needs and some of them are wants. I do have a new knife set in there that's really starting to get to the point where it's probably going to be a need. But what happens with that is you can get any of that and it's sent directly to me. You can be anonymous, you cannot be anonymous. And then there's also tips if you choose to help me out. Anything that comes from there goes to buying more food, because we all know food is absolutely astronomical now. It's getting ridiculous, especially for a family of 5. We're gonna have some creative dinners coming up. When I put the food budget down and it's gone, I have like $20 for food budget this next week. Thankfully, we have a fully stocked freezer, a fairly stocked refrigerator right now in the pantries, has food in it. So we're probably going to be pulling a lot of stuff from that I already have for next week. So stay tuned next Wednesday to find out what I make. It's absolutely crazy. And I didn't go crazy buying things this month either, on top of it. There's some months that I'm getting close to the end of the month and I'm like, all right, I understand why we're getting close to the end of the budget for that. This month? I did not do any major restocks this month on anything. I got a lot of okay, we are actually out of that. And I have a whole list on the fridge that we are out of this stuff, but it's not in the recipes for this next week, so I'm not getting it yet. This month I don't know what happened to all of it. Like we usually stay to a pretty consistent grocery budget, but this time around it was like, all right, apparently not. Hopefully they get better soon, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So, welcome to the chaos, everybody. I think most of us are feeling the grocery prices and the gas prices. It's just ridiculous. I'm going to move this to the side because our French fries are about to ding. I'm going to just mix them up a little bit and then we'll cook them for another 6 minutes, and we will also probably flip our turkey burgers about then. You did, Susan. I have lots of chicken downstairs, but oh, there's my trash bag. I did have one. I just used up the rest of the turkey. I think we have some ground pork downstairs. Pizzas. We do family movie nights on Sundays, and we always do frozen pizzas, and I make a smoothie. I'm pretty sure we have enough pizzas to last us through the end of the September, but we have a couple, there's like 1 or 2 family movie nights that might not happen because we have other obligations going on this month. So I think I have enough of that, thankfully. So don't have to worry about that one. We're just going to run with it and see what happens. But we have our French fries. They're not cooked yet. I'm just going to move them around a little bit on the air fryer basket so they get a little bit more of an even cook. And then I'm going to let them cook for another 6 minutes. And then we'll check them because I like my French fries a little crispier. I don't know about you, but sometimes I do tend to put them on a little bit longer so they crisp up a little bit more. All right, that's going. Let's see. Yeah, oh boy, yeah. I know that happens. So, but the lady across the street informed me the other day that they're thinking about moving, and she said when they move, she's gonna empty out her freezer and give me all the food. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see how long that takes. I'm gonna let these cook another minute on that side. So they're looking better. Yep, I think one more minute, get them a little bit more crispy on that side. So, yeah, my neighbor across the street, she's amazing. She's elderly and doesn't have any family here, so she's always calling me. So, yeah. Yep, she's, part of me will miss her because she's a very sweet lady, and a part of me will not miss my husband locked me out of the door again. Can you call the phone until he answers? I've lost count how many times that's happened. It's happened more than 3 times. Yes, but I have lovely neighbors though. I really can't complain too much. So, yeah, but sometimes you just gotta laugh. That's all you can do. Yeah. I think somewhere in Missouri. Apparently she has a whole bunch of family there, which is good. I think it's going to be really good for her because she doesn't have family here. And I think they really need that. Both her and her husband. I think they definitely need the family who can rotate and help grandma and grandpa and or cousins. Or she was naming off the other day just how much of her family. Like her family is the entire town. One of those small towns where you know everybody and you're related to everybody in that small town. So, I live in Omaha, Nebraska. So, yes, it has happened before where I found out in high school that somebody was my cousin by he was copying my paper. And I looked over at his name and I'm like, no way, you're not related to me. He was related to me. Yeah, he had his last name on his paper and it's not a common last name. It does happen in your large cities too. It definitely happens in your small towns. All right, I'm going to flip the burgers because I think they're about ready. And then hopefully, I'm going to turn them down just a little bit. Hopefully these cook all the way through because some of these are really thick. We're going to see what happens here. Yeah, it was... Of course, I kind of liked the guy too, so it made it even funnier, but yeah, the joys of high school. I do like the little caramelization, crispiness on the bottom of my burgers. I don't like them when they're completely black, but I do like some color on them. So make sure they're cooked, make sure they're not pink in the middle. Those of you who are good with meat thermometers, go ahead and check your temperature. Me and meat thermometers do not get along. I just make sure it's not pink in the middle. So, yes. You've got little ears? Uh-huh. Sure you do, Shelly. Welcome in, Shelly. How are you doing? How's Chicago area? Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to check the other ones, but since I showed you the difference between the pans, I'm going to guess this one's not done. Yeah, there's not even any color on the bottom of that yet. I don't know if you saw that flip. No color on there at all yet, so it's probably cut off on the bottom of the screen. The difference in pans is amazing sometimes. Same brand, but now I understand why they had extra of these white ones in their warehouse and just was like, yeah, sure. I had contacted them because I wanted 2 pans, and I'm like, hey, do you sell the egg pans separately? I would love an extra one. And they're like, oh, well, we just so happen to have a second one in our warehouse. We'll send it to you. That's probably why. Yes. Your boss's kids are there? Oh, boy. Good luck. Well, thankfully, this is a family-friendly content, so it doesn't matter if they hear about it. So, most of the time it is. You missed Jet earlier, Shelly. You'll have to watch the replay, and Jet was in here at the beginning. He ran off to wash his hands and never returned. Yes, go wash your hands and then I don't see him again. This is my chaos. We have French fries cooking. They have like 50 seconds left, and then we will look at them. I'm going to guess I'll probably put them on a little longer because I like mine a little bit crispier. Turkey burgers going. We got tomatoes sliced up over here. I don't know if you can see on the side. Onions, and we have sliced cheese. We got a couple different types of sandwich bread, hamburger bread, a slider, and a bigger one. This is what I'm making for my family for dinner tonight. I'm not really putting a whole bunch of veggies with it. We're just doing burgers and fries today. It's okay if somebody really wants veggies with their dinner. There's a whole bunch of salad in the fridge. So if you decide you needed veggies, go ahead. We've already had veggie fruits at breakfast and veggies at lunch, and I don't know what all they ate for snack today. I know Jet turned into a mouse. He had tons of cheese. I asked his brother to slice him some, and then he came back with a ton of cheese. I'm like, that's a little too much for a 3-year-old. Almost 3-year-old. Yep, I think these need cooked a little bit longer. They definitely are not crunchy. So we're just going to move them around. Some of them got a little bit more color than others, but I'm probably going to put them on for another 6 minutes. I want mine cooked more. Hello, Tom. How are you doing? How have you been? I cannot complain. We got turkey burgers going. We got French fries going. I got toppings for burgers. Tom, is this your first time over here? So, I'm excited. I'm excited to start seeing more names that I know from TikTok days and more new names. Is there anybody else who's never been here before, never seen my live, maybe saw one of my videos or something? Yeah, lives are usually, that still needs cooked. Lives are usually going to be cooking lives. And I may eventually branch out and do some other. But videos wise, I have a homeschool video up. Next month, I'm going to have our RV journey video go up. Me, Ryan, you're new. You've never seen any of my content, but you've been in every single one of my lives over here saying cake. Anybody believe Ryan? I don't. Ryan's awesome. I'm going to check these. They might be ready to flip yet. Nope, not yet. Still not yet? All right. That white pan like cooks 2-3 times longer than everything else. These ones are cooking up nicely. Not burning on the bottom. That's what I'm checking to make sure the bottom's not getting too brown. Oh, hey, look. Well, who's back? Welcome back. What? Why are you grumpy? You want to tell everybody hi? No. Okay. We need those on the burgers. I only have that much. No, we only have that much. That's not enough for our burgers. Unless you can find another tomato in the fridge. I don't think there is one though. Tom's new here. Welcome to the chaos, Tom. Mrs. Susan wants to know what's wrong, Jet. Why are you grumpy? Nobody feeds him, apparently. Real food, real life, real chaos. Over here, I go live on Wednesdays for Midweek Chaos Cooking. I'll have monthly videos, full-length recipe videos go up. And if you ever miss my live, the recording also goes up as well, which is awesome. I love it. So you can always come back after you go to the grocery store and get all the ingredients for a live. You can make it with me. Or, as usual, yeah. I know, nobody ever feeds the child. Can't you tell? He's always starving. Right? No. How many breakfasts did you have today? 3? You have oatmeal and yogurt and cereal today? I think so. I think he had 3 breakfasts today. Lunch, snack, he'll have dinner. Nobody ever feeds this child. Ever. I don't know what's going on here. If you can't tell that's sarcasm, that's 100% sarcasm. But I know somebody's going, you don't feed your child? Oh no, how dare you? Because there's people out there like that. All right, these are good. Probably going to give these another minute-ish. This big one might get another 2 minutes. This one's huge. Look at this. I'm probably going to leave that one for my husband. You see how thick that burger is? I might actually cook that one on the sides too. The rest of these are not that thick. That one might need a few more minutes. We'll have to see. Those are, what? That's very hot, dude. Words, hard. How are the boys doing? They're grounded again. I very specifically said the other day I was going to go lay down with Jet to get him to go down for a nap, and I needed a little rest too because Sir Snores a lot was keeping me up. I said, go clean up the kitchen. I have to record a video. Go clean it up. An hour later, I came out, and all of a sudden, Jet had an extra hour on his tablet. The kitchen wasn't touched. And they got on Jet's tablet and watched it, played an hour of PBS Kids games on there. So, yeah, they are doing extra chores till further notice. It's like these kids get ungrounded and then 2 seconds later they do something silly like that. It's like you don't realize I can look on my phone. Jet had a half hour of screen time. Then I had sent him out outside. No, he had a half an hour of screen time. We sat down, had lunch, and then I sent him outside and he went directly to bed. So there was no way a whole hour of screen happened. Even if you let the screen on, it automatically shuts off. Maybe a couple extra minutes could have possibly been added, but not an entire hour. Because as soon as they have app limits too on their devices, and as soon as one of them shut off, the 30 minutes, he got up, said, Mom, my time's done, and we had lunch, because I timed it like that. I'm like, all right, I need a half hour. I'm going to give you a half hour of screen time. I can get a couple things done, and then we'll eat lunch, we'll go take a nap, and later in the afternoon, I was going to give him a little bit extra screen time. He had some extra screen time, but not the rest of, the older two boys did not. All right, I turned off the burner to the back ones. I will check those in a second. Our French fries just dinged. Let's take a look at these. What do we think? Do you think these ones are done now? They are a little bit more crispier. What do we think? Yes or no? French fries are done? Yes or no? I'm going to like slice into one of these. Maybe I should grab a sharp pointy object. Slice into one of these. Make sure the middle is not pink anymore. I think that one's good. Slice into one of the bigger ones. Like I said, if you and meat thermometers get along, go ahead and use them. I'm just making sure there's no pink. I do not see any pink in the middle of either one of those. All right, Susan says French fries a little bit longer. I'm going to pull one out. Susan, how much longer would you put the French fries on? How much longer? What are our thoughts? I'm going to pull one out and let it cool because apparently nobody feeds me either. So, yes. You're tired today? It was a long day at work? I'm sorry. That does happen sometimes. We did, today for homeschool was a whole bunch of let's finish up the little things. Like, we had started a science at 12 more minutes. I got 6. We'll try 6. That would be like over double the time of cook. Interesting. I put them on for 6. We'll check them again. What was I saying? Oh, we had started a science experiment that you had to let sit. So we checked that one. We're doing a crystal geology unit right now. We checked that one earlier, and then we were trying to make rock candy for because you can see the crystals form and all that. It's part of the geology unit too. But the first solution that we used was not boiled down enough, so we had to fix that today. I'm like, we're going to just do a whole day of, all right, this tab is open from schoolwork. This tab's open from schoolwork. I had one kid that was behind 2 lessons of his mental math. Each lesson, they have like, I don't know, maybe 10 mental math questions, something like that. And he needed to catch up on a couple of them. So we did that. And another one, I wanted him to reread a couple of his stories because he just needed a little extra practice. So we just did a day of that, of, okay, we need to finish this up. We need to fix this one. We need to do that. And then I had him outside doing a little bit more yard work too that needed done. So just one of those days today. And then in between, the older 2 are cleaning because they're in trouble again. So I'm going to try this French fry. We did put them on longer. Yeah, they did it on longer. Yep. You know what, Susan? It was just one of those days where, like, it takes a few minutes here and there. Like, looking at our crystals in the Petri dish, maybe 10 minutes. And they did a couple extra experiments because middle child was like, what happens if I add salt to it? And I'm like, all right, add salt, see what happens. And then we were just boiling our solution back on the stove, and you don't have to sit there and watch that. So I was keeping an eye on it. We do need to flip these ones. Here, I'm gonna flip these ones around here. Hold on. Then I get this one out of Jet's face. And yes, you saw how dirty my stove is. Sorry. Yay, these ones can get flipped now. Yeah, it was just a whole bunch of, like, this project took a couple seconds. That one took a couple seconds. We got a lot done. Even with some of my computer work stuff today that I had to do. It's like, okay, I need to do 2 seconds here. I got to double check this. I'm having ChatGPT run some analytics for me. So I literally just send it screenshots of some of my videos here. And then it is giving me feedback on if it's doing good, if it's not, there's something we have to tweak, all that stuff. I love using ChatGPT for that stuff because you literally just send it the screenshots and it goes, hey, look at this. This part did really good. This part's not. Let's watch this one. Send me the analytics for this again in 2 days and we're going to see if it did anything. The dirty stove, I know. Yeah. The counter is clean and the children did dishes today. I did not check. Middle child did the dishes and usually he does a better job than the older one on them, but I did not double check that they're actually clean. So, yeah. I'm just hoping he's not using like the rough side of the brush on some of these because that will ruin the pans. But welcome to the chaos when you let children, I don't know, let children do dishes? No. It was mom wanted to do some other stuff and you're doing dishes because you need to learn how to do dishes anyhow. My kids are going to learn how to do all the chores in the house. They don't have to love doing all the chores, but they're going to learn how to do everything. That way when they finally move out, they know how to do it. Or if they move out and their wife one day says, hey, I need help with, they will be able to go, oh, I know how to do that. Maybe not exactly like she would do it. They might have to learn that little difference there, but they will have a general idea to be a helper, either to take care of themselves or to help out their wife when they move out. So, yeah, I should turn that burner back on. Those back ones I switched the burners so you guys could see that one a little bit better, and I forgot to turn it back on. Welcome to the chaos. Real food, real life, real chaos. Lives on Wednesday, midweek chaos cooking, because everybody needs a break in their week. Yes. Susan, probably, they need to show us they can be responsible. They can't be grounded. Eventually it will happen. We're just not sure when and how we want to do that. But I do think that it's going to happen soon. Just not exactly sure how we want to do that. Do we want to do a series? Do we want them to come on live? We haven't figured that out yet. But the answer over here is not, no, they're never going to be on social media. So where on the other place it was, yeah, exactly. Yeah. They can't be responsible. They're not going to come on social media. But yeah, maybe I'm not paranoid enough with social media. I let Jet on. Yes, there are crazy people out there. Yes, there's some amazing people out there. Yes, I've met some of the people that I've met on social media in person. They're cool. Maybe except for Not a Cop. He's not here right now, but Not a Cop's not one of them. Nope, nope, nope. So, yeah. Not a Cop's in the middle of driving right now. All right, I put on our French fries for another 6 minutes. They're starting to get brown. I think I'm going to leave those. What do we think? What do we think of those? Or is that the only one that's actually brown? They're looking better. They're looking better. Yes, and if anybody's new here, I do know Not a Cop, and we joke around a lot. So if anybody thought that was mean, because I did have somebody once, I was joking around with a lot of people in comments, and they were like, oh, are you going to be mean to me? I'm like, no, I don't know you. I can't joke around with you. Good, I think these are good too. I'm going to put this one on the side. One set of our burgers are all cooked up. I'm just kind of waiting on the other set. I think I'm going to wait, maybe like chill for maybe 5 minutes. We got tomatoes, we got onions, we got cheese, we got lettuce. What else are we missing? Pickles. Are we missing anything else for a good burger? And we put cheese inside of the turkey too as well. And probably put the salt and pepper away because I don't think we're going to need that anymore. Clean up a little bit. We got our cheese that we put inside of our burgers. Probably just put that over there. Put that away in a minute. Yes. Hello, April. How are you? How's it going? We got turkey burgers going. Yes. I have it covered. All right. Is this cooled off? Still a little hot, but here's one of our French fries, Aldi's French fries. We cooked them, probably still ended up cooking them double the time though, didn't we? Because I think we put them on for the full 12 minutes. I put them on another 6 and then another 6. Oh, do you hear that crunch? Much better. That's how French fries should be. Much, much better. Crunchy on the outside, soft in the middle. That's how French fries should be, right? At least air fried French fries. I know some like fast food French fries, they're soft, but yes. Air fried French fries should have a little crunch to them, and that's what I wanted. So we'll have to remember when I cook those again that they need double the time. I have, this set is done. They're just chilling on the side. But I showed at the beginning of the video, the pans are different. So one cooks a lot faster than the other one. I think the second pan is almost done. We'll probably plate up our first batch. No, I'm going to scratch that because that first batch that is done had some of the thicker burgers, and I'm going to leave those for my husband. The second batch in that white pan there have some of the thinner ones that I'm going to let the kids eat. So, yes, that's where we're just kind of waiting. Hurry up and wait. That's what we got. Pretty easy dinner going on tonight. Just burgers and fries. There's salad in the fridge if anybody wants that. Yep, it is. And I don't know what I'm making next week. I'll figure that out probably. Today's Wednesday. I usually do a grocery list like Friday. I might start it tomorrow. I might not. Kids they're probably going to hear this. Jet knows, but they're going to grandma's tomorrow. So, did you hear that? I told Jet like 3 days ago, and the older two just heard. So it's just going to be me and my husband here tomorrow night. Yeah, this one has, you see how that's all individual there? On the bottom there. And then this one, you're going to see a flame for a second. You see how that's all together? completely different cook times on those. It's absolutely different cook times. So, all right, these it still works, and I still love having 2 pans, but I would rather have 2 of the same. So yeah, I knew that was coming. Yeah, they actually need to know so they know in the morning. I usually don't tell my kids about stuff until the night before that morning. They're getting old enough now, it's not as big of an issue, but when they were younger, if something got canceled because somebody was sick or something, life happened or something like that, I'd have to deal with it for the entire day. Sad kids, when's the next play date going to be scheduled, all this stuff. Like, it was a constant, and sometimes it went on for like a week if they were really excited about it. Friends get sick, life happens, stuff like that. Play dates get canceled. So I usually tell them the night before or that the day of. And also I don't hear is it Thursday yet? Are we going to Grandma's yet? Is it Thursday? On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day I started. They know their days of the week, all that stuff. I just don't want to deal with hearing 5 million times a day. Are we going to Grandma's yet? Is it time to go to Grandma's? Is it? Yeah. I need it, Susan. I really do. And there's some phone calls I need to make that I don't want kids around for. So, they are really, yeah. And these ones too, they're actually in my showcase on the other place. But these ones too, are good for all your cooktops, your induction, your gas, and electric. So, Frankie, he's doing pretty good. He's still working for FedEx. Loves his job. Don't know when he's going to be Frankie again, though. He's kind of taking a huge sabbatical from that, working on some other stuff in the background, but he's definitely been, he's been wiped out some days when he gets home. He just wants to hang out with family, but he can get home from anywhere from like 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and he leaves the house just before 8 usually most days. So he's had some long days, and coming up is going to be, as you guys start buying more things for the holidays, he's going to have more packages to deliver. So these early nights that he gets every once in a while will not be happening here soon. So yeah, he's going to be spending a lot of time with us. There'll be a Wednesday in September, though, that he'll be here because he took a few days off so we could get the van to the shop. And so it's the week of September 12th. Whatever the Wednesday before September 12th is, he will probably be home that day. So he took quite a few days off that week. So we can just take the van in. They can get everything else fixed on it that needs fixed, and we don't have to worry about it. So, and he gets a good break. Yeah, he loves it though, Susan. It's very physically taxing, but yeah. He does a lot during the day. He really does. So, but he very rarely do I hear that he's had a bad day, or like, I don't know that I've ever heard that he doesn't like his job. He really enjoys it. So that helps, and it gets all the bills paid. So I can take the time to switch over from, I was on TikTok, was starting not to like it. Some of the changes happening over there weren't working for me. So I could take the time and slowly transition over here, figure out what I want my content over here. I can do cooking, I can do homeschool, I can do RV life, I can do it all over here, and it's okay. And over here also, they really want work-life balance. So he does, doesn't he, April? So I really like where things are going here. This was my first full month of posting here. I'm really excited for September because I've now learned a lot of how to read some of the analytics now. I go live through Streamlabs to YouTube. I understand that now. I'm getting a little bit better. I also switched editing programs on top of all this stuff, and I'm getting a little bit better using that. So I think some good things are going to be coming September, October. So all right, who's ready to plate? I'm going to get 2 kids' plates here. And I got some slider buns because I know Jet's not going to use an entire an entire one. So I'm thinking that I might like dissect one of these smaller ones and put it into a slider bun for him. Jet is 3, if anybody doesn't know. Well, he's almost 3. He'll be 3 on the 12th. Close enough to 3. Oh, these are not sliced open. Where's my sharp pointy object? Got it. Okay, so I think giving him one slider and some french fries is probably going to be enough for him. But my kids know that if they want more, they can always come back for more. They usually have a snack after shower time too. Probably not needed, but I don't know, they're kids. They get a snack. It's usually popcorn, so I don't know how that really fills them up. It probably doesn't. So, yeah. I'm rambling, can you tell? All right. Oh, that's hot. Very, very hot. This is the one I'm dissecting for this child. I need to go get the ketchup and mustard. What do you guys put on your burgers? Ketchup, mustard? I heard some people do mayo. I'm gonna get some ketchup and mustard out. I might even make me a slider. I've been doing a whole bunch of like snacking a lot lately. Between the whole entire day, I get the same amount of calories, but I've been eating smaller amounts more times. You always gave you... See, I never got snacks before bed as a kid. So I don't know, but I nannied for some kids, and if I did the late night, usually I had to give them snacks. Cheese and pickles. So, yeah, my mom was... Yeah, I don't remember ever getting snacks, so... Ketchup and yellow mustard, that's what... Oh, we need to shake this up. Oh, this is the one that the lid broke. I think we got it from, like, is it still good? Yeah, it's still good. I think this is when, like, last year when we had to do some of the food pantries. I think that's where this one came from. The lid was broken when we got it. It's probably why I was in the food pantry, because the lid was broken. The seal was still on it, but this part had cracked. So it always, like, dries out that part. Yeah. All right, this child will have tomatoes. Who wants tomatoes on theirs? There we go. I got a tomato for him. He does not want onions. He would be very mad if I tried to put onions on his plate. I'm going to get a fork out so I can get some of the pickles out of here. There we go. Pickle for this child. And then, oh, we need cheese too. See, that works perfect. I just used half of one of the burgers on the slider for the almost 3-year-old. Barbecue sauce on burgers, it depends on how I seasoned the burgers. But I have done barbecue sauce on them before. I just had like a lot of paprika and stuff inside the burgers, so it made sense. But yes, tomatoes are good too. I thought I bought enough tomatoes for this week. Apparently I didn't, because I only have like one small tomato left. So we're running with it. I'm just not going to be able to put as much tomatoes as I thought. I had just put cheese on his. This is for the little one. Let's get him a couple French fries. All right. Anything we're missing on this one? This is for the 2-year-old who's almost 3. Yes, the small portion sizes. That's probably going to be good enough for him. All right, let's make this child's. He will take a full one. Here we go. Let's open up these. I'm going to be so glad when the temperatures drop, because I want to start making fresh bread again. I have been getting some from the store. It's just not the same. Oh, hi, child. What are you doing in here? You're eating. Are you going to tell us how it tastes? Yeah? Where'd the mustard go? Oh, I put it up here because it's almost out. I have more of this in the pantry. I have like all the condiments in the pantry at least, so don't have to worry about buying those with our limited grocery budget this next week. So, yes. Fresh bread is so much better, and you make amazing bread because you made bread for the meal train when that one was born, and that was one of the best. We voted on who made the best meals. I kind of there was a meal train for right after I had Jet, and I was like, we're going to be getting a lot of foods the kids are not used to, so I kind of made it a game, and we decided we would eat it and judge it and decide who gave us the best thing. April's bread was like the top standalone thing that was given, but our pastor's wife got the top overall meal made. So, yeah, it was fun though. So, you have to go to flag football, Tom. Have fun. Susan, I am ready for fall meals as soon as it starts cooling down. April, I think you're right with that. I think it was an Italian bread. It was so good though. Yeah, it was very good. But now that I know how to make fresh bread, it helps. Because I make it a lot now. But yeah, she can definitely cook. She's a really good cook. Yep. Is there anything else that she can't do? Anybody else know those ladies that, like, you can literally do anything? Our pastor's wife is absolutely amazing. I didn't put any, Jet, I didn't put any lettuce on yours. Did you want lettuce? Probably not. So, yes. Here we go. There we go. Whoop. Oh, you guys can't see. I forgot. I need to get a second camera or figure out how to zoom out my camera so you can see down here again. All right, this one's going for middle child. Yeah, you don't think so? I don't know if there's anything she can't do either. I'm going to put a few onions on his. I'm pretty sure he'll eat them. If not, he'll pull them off. I'm not too worried about that. Should give him pickles. These ones are littler ones, so your oldest daughter is like that. I was like, all right, this one's done. What are we missing on this one? Apparently, I need to go back to bed. Might help if I put the burger on this one. Maybe. Might help. Yeah. I'm ready. Yeah. I am super excited. I don't know when it's going to happen, but one of my recipe videos, and it might not be until next year, my like full length recipe videos that I do the first Friday of the month is going to be chili. But that might not be till next year because I don't know what I'm doing in October, but it's probably going to be something like Halloween themed. November, I'm going to do the spatchcock turkey. December, maybe we'll do chili for December. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I almost dropped some French fries. Okay, this child has a couple French fries. Yep. But the other good thing about doing a monthly live video for you guys is I can do like stovetop, air fryer things that's easy to show you during my lives, easy to do in an hour. I can do those ones on live. And then like slow cooker things, Instapot things, those will probably find their way more in our monthly videos because that's gonna go on your brother's. Those I can edit out the, okay, now we gotta wait for an hour. Now we gotta wait for 8 hours for this to cook. So I'll probably be putting a bunch of those on, you do want salad? On our videos. You have tons of cheese on yours. Do you want some lettuce though?
No.
Yes, you do? That you want? You can eat it. Okay, go put it on your plate. I need a plate. So, and I hit my light. So, all right, this one is for the older child. Yeah, I'm like, there's so many positives of making the move from over to YouTube. I'll be very curious to see where I'm at the end of the year, since I'm essentially a brand new creator over here. And then like maybe springtime again, because that should give me plenty of time to have a content library up, people to find me, all of that fun stuff. So, because I think everybody who's been in comments so far, I either know personally, quite a few of those, or I know from YouTube or TikTok days. So, which I'm not complaining. I'm glad you guys found me over here. I really, really am. All right, cheese on this one. Cheese. Tomato.
Do not give me tomato.
I did give you a tomato. It was on your burger. Did you not see it?
Yeah.
Onion.
I don't have onion.
I didn't put onion on yours because you don't like the purple onion. We need pickles in a burger on this one. And I think there's one pickle, big pickle left in this jar. Yup. One big old pickle left on that one. We're going to give him this burger. There we go. There we go. Give him a couple French fries. All right, there's my oldest one right there. And then I'm going to make me a plate. I think I'm going to actually make me a slider though, because I've been eating, I think I said this, but I've been eating a lot more smaller meals throughout the day. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So yes. Yeah, exactly. April, you got it. Even though he's not going to eat it, he saw me put it on Brothers, so he thinks he needs it. Uh-huh. That's exactly how it goes with kids. Yep, all right. Make me a slider. Will I come back for another one later? I might. But I don't, it's one of those, I don't know how hungry I am. So, what? Go get the juice out of the fridge. Let me have that. He calls it juice water because I usually have his cup like up to there with water, and then I put the rest with juice. So it's like extremely watered down juice. So he calls it juice water. I don't think a 2-year-old needs a lot of juice. I honestly don't think he needs juice, but you can grab it.
No, I can't.
But he saw his brothers drinking juice, so therefore he thinks he needs juice. Thankfully, he's fine with it mixed like this. It's pretty much water. There, you can wipe it off. Okay. Yeah, it works for me too. So he's healthy. Maybe it's a personal preference. I know some moms, they give juice nonstop to children. That's perfectly fine too. You do what works for you and your family. I'll do what works for me and my family. Will what works for me work for your family? Probably not. Do I have some odd things that I do? Absolutely. Will some people look at what I do and say, wow, that's a great idea? Yep. I can guarantee that's going to happen too. Yeah. You have too, yeah. I was in child learning and nannying for 13 years before I had kids. It was just absolutely amazing. Some of the requests I had from parents and a couple like potential jobs that I'm like, nope. One that they put in their, I still remember this one, in their description, they're like, just turn SpongeBob on and let my son watch SpongeBob all day. I'm like, what? They were looking for a nanny to come over, turn SpongeBob on, and let their kid sit in front of the TV and watch SpongeBob all day. I never once applied for that job because I don't think SpongeBob is appropriate for kids. So yeah, I saw that one listed a lot, so I have a feeling she had a very hard time keeping somebody. Yeah, it was very interesting. I'm like, I feel sorry for that kid. I really did. Uh-huh. Yep. I don't remember like hardly any of the descriptions for things, but that one has always stood out to me because I'm like, I'm sorry, I just can't. I just can't turn a TV on, and I homeschool my kids, and I had two families that I nannied for long term that their kids one got accepted into a very, very prestigious private school, like extremely hard to get into at 18 months. His mom didn't even tell me that she applied for it because how hard it was to get in. But when she told me, I'm like, it doesn't surprise me because I sit there and work with the kids. I teach them their colors, their numbers, and all this stuff and everything, and how to behave, how to interact with other kids. And yeah, she didn't think he was going to get in because there was like a whole like interview process with the kids and everything. And yeah, I was not surprised one bit when she told me of the place, and then I was like, yeah, I didn't tell you that we applied because I didn't think he was going to get in. Uh-huh. I could have told you who was going to get in. But yeah, I don't want to know how much tuition was there, but no, my kids maximum get 2 hours, absolute max, like their tablets shut off at 2 hours. And usually, well, let me back up a little bit. The apps that they only have access to, the education ones, they have more access to, but no more than 2 hours. The like YouTube Kids where they can just doom scroll, and we do monitor that as well. That's a half hour maximum. Absolutely no more than that. But they spend a lot of time doing like Minecraft. One of my kids watches History Channel, and if he wants to watch 2 hours on the History Channel, that's acceptable. But they have their homeschool apps on there too. They can always jump on there and do more. There's a couple more educational apps, but most of what's on their tablet is in some way educational. Those I usually, and then 2 hour max. Every once in a while, if they're really, really good on the weekends, we might open that up a little bit, but that doesn't happen often. Especially now when they're completely grounded from their screens. So, all right. I'm just making me half of one. So what would you do? Would you do a slider, a couple sliders, a big burger? I've been very snacky like all day, so I don't know how much I'm actually going to eat. I've been eating a whole bunch of small meals today, so probably going to go with that. They're there. I lost them. Can you get me a couple French fries? I might end up having a salad later. It sounds good. I'll probably eat this, and then when my husband gets home, I'll eat a salad with him. Get some more veggies in. Because no, that's not enough. But right now, I'm just not that hungry. So listen to your body. Feed it. Make sure you give it nutrients. But if you're not that hungry, don't eat. Let me rephrase that, because somebody's going to go, oh, don't eat. Make sure you give your body nutrients. Make sure it has enough throughout your day. If one day you don't eat that much, just make sure you eat the next day. Don't be healthy with things, but it's okay if you miss a meal every once in a while. I do too. Yeah, I'm trying to go back to a lot of small meals. When I was younger, I did that a lot. And I think I might be switching back to that again. So having like breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack, but the calorie intake over that whole entire thing would be the same amount if I had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's just like, this is a portion size. I'd probably put a salad on the side of this. I think I want to do that. And I don't know, a slider just sounded better than a big burger. Maybe it's the burger that I'm not feeling today. Maybe that's it. That could be it, because a big salad sounds good. But I had planned to do turkey burgers for you. So whether you choose sliders or if you choose regular burgers, that's up to you. You still make it the same way. I literally just cut a burger in half to make 2 sliders. One for me and one for the little one. So this is what we are doing for dinner tonight. Would you make this for your family? Let me know in the chat or the comments if you're watching the replay if you would make this for your family and whether you would do a slider or a hamburger. Yes. Oh, that's my, should we say that's my TED Talk for the day? All right, I'm going to finish this. My husband's messaging, so I think he's about off of work. I'm going to let the older 2 come in and eat. Friday, there's some video I think there's a kitchen hack video coming out on Friday. And then next Monday, there's a Motivational Monday video coming out. And then Wednesday, I'll be live again. So I hope everybody has a blessed evening. I will let the camera roll for a second. I need to put an ending thing on because there's like a 30-second lag, if not more. I need to put an ending screen on so that we can catch the whole entire live before I hit that end button. So I will let it roll for a second and then, yeah, I'll see everybody next Wednesday. Have a blessed evening and thank you for joining.